A God-fearing Palestinian woman was praying at Al-Aqsa Mosque when at that exact moment, Israeli soldiers released a trained attack dog to tear her apart. But what happened next was an incredible, miraculous event that no one could have ever imagined. Subhanallah, the Israeli soldiers were stunned, witnessing how faith in God can change everything. Seeing that miraculous incident with the woman, millions of people started saying, La ilaha illallah. This is just one of countless miraculous events and pieces of history like this amazing, supernatural occurrence. This is the story of Amina from Palestine. She was a devout and God-fearing woman with a heart full of deep love for the Al-Aqsa Mosque. For a long time, she had dreamed of standing in that holy place and praying. But because of the occupying forces, that dream seemed almost impossible. Especially whenever women tried to enter Al-Aqsa, Israeli soldiers would find all kinds of excuses to stop them. Then came that miraculous morning when Allah's mercy descended from the sky. It was still way before dawn. Before the Fajr call to prayer, Amina woke up. He performed ablution and set off towards Al-Aqsa Mosque. The sky was still dark. The cold wind brushed against his face. His heart was full of faith and passion. He knew that entering there was risky for his life. But his strong desire to pray at the Qibla for the first time as a Muslim made him fearless. When he reached the main gate of the mosque, the occupying soldiers were stationed there, just like always. Women weren't allowed to enter yet, as usual. Amina politely asked a soldier nearby, "Please let me in. Give me a moment to pray." But Shunyo looked at him with disdain and didn't answer harshly. "Go back." Still, Amina didn't give up. She knew Al-Aqsa was huge. There were spots here that Shunyo might overlook. Quietly, she stepped forward and reached a secluded area on the mosque's east side. She stood there ready to pray, since soldiers rarely patrolled that part. Amina felt like angels were surrounding her. She raised her hands, said takbir, and focused deeply. O began praying with Binoy. It was just like the prayer the Messenger of Allah talked about, the one that fully connects a believer's heart with Allah. It was as if all the noise in the world had stopped. Suddenly, a young Israeli soldier stepped out from behind a pillar. Yelling angrily at Amina, he said, "Didn't I tell you that praying here is forbidden?" Yelling angrily at Amina, he said, "Didn't I tell you that praying here is forbidden?" Then he sent a message on his walkie-talkie. "There's a woman praying near the eastern pillar. Everyone, hurry up." Within moments, a few more soldiers showed up. They started mocking Amina. It started. One guy said, "I'll show you what happens when you disobey orders." Another looked at his commander and said, "Let's go, let's set those Belgian dogs on him. That'll teach the others a lesson." They brought in the trained dogs. These dogs were trained for brutal, vicious attacks. Their eyes were fiery red, their teeth sharp and terrifying, sticking out like they'd tear Amin apart. The commander raised his finger and gave the order, "Attack! Tear Amin apart with your poisonous, sharp teeth." Right at that moment, Amin finished his prayer, but he ran away. Instead, he closed his eyes, raised both hands to the sky, and prayed, "O Allah, I put my trust only in you. You alone are my protector. With your help, I struggle and stand firm in your name. Please don't abandon me, O Allah." Then something miraculous happened. The dogs, who just moments ago were wild and aggressive, suddenly stopped. They didn't move forward anymore. Instead, they calmly sat down. Then another surprising thing took place. The dogs looked up to the sky as if they were hearing something no one else could hear. After that, they started acting strangely. One of them, the dogs went down into a bow. Then they prostrated again in exactly the same way. Everyone watching was stunned. Those fierce, terrifying dogs that were brought to attack Amina were now bowing down in front of the great Lord just like her. The soldiers were shocked. They couldn't believe their eyes. One soldier whispered, "Is this some kind of magic?" Another started trembling with fear and disbelief. The commander ordered those fearsome, well-trained dogs to attack again. But once again, the dogs ignored the command. In fact, when the soldiers tried to get closer, they turned around and started growling and chasing. It was a terrifying but unbelievable scene. The very dogs they had trained were now standing against them to protect Amina. The fierce Belgian dogs that had been set on Amina were now chasing their own handlers away. Chaos spread throughout the city. The soldiers began running in fear. The dogs growled and chased after them. Some people tripped and fell. Others scrambled onto military vehicles, desperate to save their lives. She ran away. Meanwhile, Amina calmly got up from her prostration, as if nothing had happened. She continued her prayer without missing a beat. This news spread like wildfire across the whole city. People started saying that a woman was praying, and fierce dogs had laid down in prostration alongside her. Those who wanted to punish her ended up getting their own lesson. From then on, no one dared to interfere with women praying at Al-Aqsa. Some were even too scared to come near the mosque at night, fearing those dogs might come back. Amina was just an ordinary woman, one who truly believed in Allah. He wanted to pray at home, but his faith gave him a strength that no weapon could break. He knew that if someone trusts in Allah, he becomes their helper and protector. And when Allah wills something, he just says be, and it happens. This event became a living testimony on the walls of the Al-Aqsa Mosque. This story shows that faith is stronger than any chain, and Allah can bless even His ordinary servants with miracles that leave the powerful stunned. After the incident, a mysterious silence spread throughout the city. The golden ones ran away in fear, and those fierce dogs came back and stayed by Amina's side like her loyal guardians. Amina finished her prayer and slowly stood up. The dogs surrounded her, waiting as if for her next command. She didn't fully understand what had happened, but her heart whispered, Allah Himself was by my side. She began walking slowly toward the mosque's gate, and the dogs followed her like shadows. People watching from afar started to come closer, as if drawn to this extraordinary sight. He wanted to receive blessings from the woman. An old scholar, amazed, asked, "Who are you, sister? How did you manage to control these dogs?" He replied softly, "I'm just a weak servant. I put my trust in Allah and He was my helper." But then, a plan for revenge started brewing in the soldiers' camp. The defeated soldiers waited nervously for new orders. "This girl is a witch. We have to stop her or she'll turn the people against us." After that, a spy was sent to follow Amina. They found out that she lives in a narrow alley in Jerusalem with her sick husband and little son. The plan was to strike her suddenly the next night, under the cover of darkness when everything around was quiet and still, so no one would notice before the attack. Amina sensed that an unexpected attack was coming her way. She remembered Allah's words, where He said that for those who fear Him, He is enough. In her heart she said, "I fear Allah, He will surely open a way for me." Subhanallah, dear viewers, you'll be amazed to know today. Until now, Amina is still alive, and miraculously, even though countless people around her have died, Allah has kept her alive as a sign for everyone to learn from. Every day she continues to fight against the Israeli forces with all her strength.